What's up guys, Chooch back with another video, and today I'm out here ripping on this bad boy. So I think there's a little bit of confusion as to what wheel I was riding out here in the snow, and this actually is my 84 volt M Super V3S Plus. And so I've had this wheel for a long time, guys, and this was really the turning point that really got me into unicycles and made me love it. Well, I was already into it, but this really made me love it and appreciate the speed and power of these things. And if you're getting into unicycles, you know, and you're really just debating whether to get into the hobby, whether it's right for you, and you're worried about, you know, the maintenance of them, and you know how well these things hold up over time, and how many miles you may be able to get out of it before you, you know, maybe need to get a new one, or you're worried about, hey, you know, how many cycles can one of these batteries take? I'm going to tell you right now, this wheel right here has just gone through everything. Basically, the only thing that I've done to it is change the motherboard in it one time. And actually, the cool thing about it is these electric unicycles are super simple to work on. And if you've ever worked on anything like, you know, like those RC cars, maybe like a Traxxas RC car, or either just a standard RC car from like the 70s, it's the same thing. Basically, you have a control board, a motor, and a battery, and it basically is extremely simple to work on in comparison to, say, like a 4-stroke dirt bike, or like you know, even like a 2-stroke dirt bike or something like that. Granted, a 2-stroke dirt bike is easy to work on, but this is almost easier in the fact that there's only 3 things that could really go wrong. You know, if there's ever a problem, diagnosing these things is extremely easy. And for the most part, with winter riding like this, you know, some people want to say, you know, these batteries might suffer in the cold weather and not get as great of run times. And that is true for sure, guys. So in cold weather like this, you can definitely expect to see your mileage decrease a bit. But with having such high capacity batteries, so these are this right here is a 1300 watt hour wheel. And this isn't even considered, you know, medium really spectrum for a wheel right now. In 2021, you know, most of these wheels coming out, for instance, my 1800 watt hour M Super Pro, I could ride all day in cold conditions and not really worry about it. And with this, you know, I got all the fun I wanted out of it. I rode around for, you know, 3.5 hours. I have no idea how many miles I really put on it, but I rode the whole time and never ran out of battery. So for most of your rides out there, unless you're doing a really long range ride in cold weather where you're really going fast and you're going quite far, you know, where the wind's whipping and it's just bringing the temperature down real low. Check this little dog out right here. He was cool as he could be. I love dogs like this on the show. You don't know how dogs are always going to respond, but for the most part, dogs are usually pretty cool with the unicycle I found. If it's a big looking dog, you know, somebody, like a dog looks aggressive, I just try to go around it, you know, or not really go near it. But for the most part, I really don't have a problem with dogs on it or anything like that. But yeah, dudes, so, you know, these things, don't really worry about it too much. You know, if you have a wheel that's over 1,000 watt hours, you know, maybe like an MCM5 or something like that with just 800 watt hours, that may, you know, you may notice in the cold weather that you don't get the range that you really want out of it. But for the most part, man, you're going to be happy with the range on these things. Check this out, guys. So this whole area out here, I'm telling you, I rode for a while out here, and it was great, man. I had so much fun. I really did. I really enjoyed myself. Riding out here in the snow was a treat. And this wheel right here is actually a little bit harder to ride in the snow than some of the newer wheels, some of the newer M Supers, just because this is a 18 by 2.5 inch tire, and the newer tires are actually 3 inches wide, and by 2.5 inch tire, I mean how wide that tire is. And with a wider tire, of course, it's just easier to ride in the snow. So my M Super Pro high torque with that 3-inch wide tire really rides good in the snow. And this wheel right here, this is just an old beater wheel, and you know, I really just because I've had this wheel and it just keeps going. You know, like I said, they're so easy to work on. If I have any problem on this thing, I can just fix it easily, you know, and this thing just goes forever and ever and ever. And it's just, it's incredible, man. I think this wheel will just keep going. And the battery packs, I've never changed the battery packs. So these battery packs have cycled. Think about how many charges that is to do 21,000 miles of riding. You think about just how many charges that must be cycling through this thing. I mean, it's incredible. So yeah, out of all wheels, I've rode this one the most. And for a while there, I got into this whole thing where I got, you know, and this definitely is not the best wheel, guys. It's definitely not. I'm not saying go buy an M Super V3S or whatever. You know, this is just a wheel that I rode for so long that I got so used to the way it functions and everything else, you know. And so that's just why I just feel so comfortable on this thing. And I don't ride it all the time at all. So like I said, you know, this is just mainly for if I want to go practice doing 360s, or if I want to go ride in the snow, if I want to do anything like that that may be considered damaging to one of my newer wheels, then I'll just opt to use one of the older ones, so I'm not really tearing up my new equipment, you know. And that's one cool thing about getting multiple wheels over time, you know. Once you get into this hobby, you know, they last forever, but you're going to want to upgrade. You may see, hey, you know, I see a 16-inch wheel that I want, you know, just because, you know, I can do some tricks on that. Or, hey, they're coming out with a veteran Sherman, you know, I want something for long range. Or, you know, maybe check out that MCM5 or that M10 for just a small range commuting wheel, you know, just something powerful and fun, small, and they all have their place. I can tell you straight up, just from experience, there is no perfect wheel, guys. I've had fun with every single wheel that I have tried, every wheel that I've bought, every wheel that I've been sent, whether it be from Kingsong, from Gotway, from InMotion, from 9bot, it doesn't matter what it is. I've had fun on it, and they all have their different place, guys. The links below, guys, take you straight to eWheels and eRides UK. So eWheels is where you're going to want to go for everybody in the USA and Canada, and extremely fast shipping, extremely reliable customer service. eWheels is the best, and for everybody overseas and everywhere else other than the United States and Canada, go with eRides UK. They will get you set up. The links below, guys. Use the code CHOOCH5 and you can get a discount from eRides UK as well. You can also get an instant $20 discount from Lazy Rolling. So all the jackets that I wear, they're Kevlar aligned and they're armored. So if you do go down, you know, you got some protection there. They're easy to throw on, and I really swear by them. Use code CHOOCH at checkout for your $20 off. If y'all enjoyed the video, press that red subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one.